Hi, everyone. Welcome to the South County SportsZone wrap-up show for the 2017-2018 season. I'm Gordon Spencer. What a year for Capistrano Valley baseball. The Cougars looking for their 7th CIF title in Bob Zamora's 41-year career. To the Division I semifinals, the Orange Lutheran Lancers hosting Capo Valley. Orange Lutheran number 2 in the state, number 4 in California. Capo Valley, the number 2 team out of the South Coast League, but they've been taking down league champ after league champ. Bottom of the first, Olu with first and third, one out. The safety squeeze, Chad Bourne scores, 1-0 Orange Lutheran. Top of the third, Capo with second and third after a couple of walks. And one out when Blake Fitzgerald up the middle drives in Ryan Doherty to tie the game at 1. Then Joey Holman up for Capo Valley. He follows that with an RBI. Bryce Willett scores. Capo takes its first lead 2-1. Top of the 5th. Third pitcher for Olu, Christian Rodriguez. Josh Solomon, the sac fly, but that's going to score a run because Nathan Manning was on third. It's 3-1 Capo. Top of the 6th. Still a 3-1 Capo lead. Pitcher Reese Stevens hits it to third. The throw home is offline. The error, the run scores. 4-1 Capo. Then watch this defense by Capo third baseman Bryce Willett. Into foul territory, guns it across. Wow! Gets Tank Espelin. Bottom of the 7th, last chance for Olu. Josh Solomon under it. And that's it. Capo Valley upsets Olu in the Division I semifinal with a 4-2 win.
Well, it's been since 2009. That's not, what, 9 years. And, hey, it's good. It feels really, really good. And especially with this team. I really enjoy these boys. They have a lot of fun. They execute. I was really pleased with you saw some really good defense in that last inning. That play that Bryce Willits made at third base was a Manny Machado play. That was a big league play. And then the one that was up the middle that looked real easy by my sophomore was phenomenal by Jack Haley. And the defense kept us in the game.
So great defense, the key to that win. Capo Valley defeating their 4th league champs in the playoffs. Stevens, in relief of Martin, gets the win. He pitched 4 1/3, gave up 4 hits and 1 unearned. Cal State Fullerton, the site of the Division I championship. There's Bob Zamora in the middle, Foothill and Capo in the championship game. Ryan Doherty been clutch all season long for the Capo Valley Cougars. He's on the mound. Foothill, the number 1 team out of the Crestview League. Capo, number 2 out of the South Coast League. Top 1, first and third, 1 out for Foothill's Griffin Selby. Hits it to deep center. That scores Kyle Ashworth. It's 1-0 Foothill. Top of the 2nd. Good defense by Capo Valley catcher Blake Fitzgerald. Loses the ball, finds it, makes the play behind home plate. Then Ryan Doherty on the mound for Capo. Gets the strikeout to end the 2nd inning. And a little superstition coming out. Hop over that line. Bottom of the 2nd. Capo with second and third, 2 out. Josh Solomon hits it to third. Throw is offline. Pinch runner Nathan Benefito had scored. Blake Fitzgerald tries to score. Catcher gets him on the shoulder. He is out. It's 1-1 after 2. Foothill, 2 errors in the inning. Bottom of the 3rd, Ryan Doherty leads it off with this. A bloop triple that kept rolling. So Ryan Doherty's going to round 2nd. He's going to round 3rd. He's thinking about it, but they put the brakes on him. Let his future roommate at St. Mary's pick him up. That's Bryce Willits. He gets the sac fly. Doherty tags and scores. It's 2-1 Capo. Bottom of the 4th. Capo threatens for more, but Foothill able to turn the double play to stay in the game. But then the last chance for Foothill. Pop fly into center field. Nathan Manning squeezes it. The mob at the mound as everyone celebrates with Ryan Doherty, the winning pitcher. And Ryan Doherty also gets the bucket for the performance he had, giving up just 3 hits in the game, striking out 6. And then he receives his congratulations by CIF. Bob Zamora just loves this team.
Good baseball players. Good baseball players. You can't do this without good baseball players and good people. And it's just fun to be around teams like this. And I love the game. So me stepping down, being the head coach or being an assistant coach just doesn't matter. But it's the players that count. The great John Scalina says, you can't win if you don't have the horses. Well, I've been very fortunate to be in a great place that had a lot of stallions.
I'm going to remember my teammates and especially the coaches, you know. I wouldn't be here without them. You know, especially if this is his last game, it's good to finish out on top, and I'm glad that we could do that for him. He's an amazing coach, and he deserves it.
The 7th plaque in Bob Zamora's amazing career as the team gets that photo after the game. That photo will live forever. Capo Valley a 2-1 winner in the Division I championship game, their first CIF title since 2009. What a way to end an amazing career at Capo. It's not 100% confirmed Bob Zamora is retiring, but when we talked to him after winning the title, he did hint heavily. But he will still be involved in Capo baseball in some way. More South Coast League baseball, the best league in Orange County, and for Mission Viejo and Aliso Niguel, it came down to the final game of the regular season. So here we go to the home of the Wolverines. Maybe a few nerves between these two teams. The winner takes 3rd. The loser, there's a chance they would not make the playoffs in Division I. Top of the 3rd, Mission Viejo runner at first, 2 outs, and the pass ball gets Joey Lane to second base. That was a big play because Luke Spillane with a big 2-out single. He goes to right field off the second baseman's glove. And here comes Joey Lane to score. It is 1-0, Mission Viejo. Ethan Reed gets out of the inning after striking out Drew Balterwhite, swinging. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd. 1st and 3rd, 1 out for Aliso Niguel. Ethan Reed hits it to the fielder's choice. A run scores. Connor Cox out at 2nd. Safe at 1st, but it's a 1-1 tie. Top of the 4th, 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd for Mission Viejo. Ball gets away. Mike Rylick tries to score. Reed gets him. Nice relay from Brendan Guy. What a play. Rylick not happy. Bottom of the 4th, Aliso Niguel trying to get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Carter Mathis out stealing. Brendan Guy guns him down to end the inning. Top of the 6th, 1 out runner at 1st. Aaron Casillas hits into a double play, the 6-4-3 kind. Top of the 7th. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out for Joey Lane. And he gets one right up the middle. David Morgan scores. It's 2-1 Mission Viejo. Still nobody out. New pitcher for Aliso Niguel. Ethan Hoopengarner. Brendan Guy, the bunt. It's a beauty. Up the first base line. Alex Jamal scores. That's a big run. It's 3-1 Mission Viejo. Bottom of the 7th. Aliso Niguel 1st and 2nd. 2 outs. Winning run at the plate against reliever Hayden Cody. Nice play by Cody. Underhands it to 1st. And that's it. Mission Viejo with a must-win 3-1 over Aliso Niguel.
It's kind of a do-or-die situation, so it was a huge win. I'm just extremely proud of our guys for staying in there for 7 innings. We got a bunch of grinders out here, kids that work really hard and give everything they have. And so it was a real pleasure to watch. And whether we ended up on the right side of that one or not, we certainly approached it the right way, and I thought the kids competed for 7 innings.
Good pitching on both sides. Will Levine, 5 1/3, and a run and 2 hits for Mission Viejo. Ethan Reed, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts for Aliso Niguel as Mission Viejo takes 3rd in the South Coast League. So Aliso Niguel, the best team in Orange County to not make the playoffs. Mission Viejo lost a heartbreaker to Cypress in 8 innings in the first round. Switching to boys volleyball and another impressive season in league for Trabuco Hills. The Mustangs 4-0 in league now. They're 12-0 in league the last 2 seasons. Mission Viejo 3-1 in league. Nice season so far for the Diablos. Set 1. Chad Carter sets Andrew Kim, and it's 9-8 Trabuco Hills. Diablos coming back. Trabuco Hills stretches the lead, though. Lance Krennick sets Sebastian Negrani, pushes it over. 15-11 Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo trying to stay close. Corey Johnson sets Josh Beimer. He gets the kill. Mission Viejo down 24-20, but Trabuco Hills able to hold off Mission Viejo and get the win. Riley Johnson the kill. Trabuco Hills wins set 1, 25-20 to take a 1-0 lead. Ryan Thurlow leading the Diablos. Set 2, Mission Viejo comes out firing. Corey Johnson off the miss hit. 5-1 Mission Viejo. Then it's Lance Krennic of Trabuco Hills. That's a nice dig by Brandon Dudois. And DeGran gets the kill. Mission Viejo up 10-6. Mission Viejo trying to come back. Caleb Parham, 15-12 Mission Viejo. Mission Viejo evens the match. Andrew Grimsley, the kill by Trabuco Hills, blocked by Parham. Mission Viejo wins set 2, 25-19 to tie the match at 1. Dave Holloway there on the left, leading his Mustangs. Set 3, Krennic sets Riley Johnson on the quickie, and it's 9-4 Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo still trailing. Corey Johnson sets Andrew Kim. Look at him fire that one down. 16-11. Trabuco Hills still up 5. Trabuco Hills would win set 3. Lance Krennic, Johnson, a little dink over. 25-17 Trabuco Hills to take a 2-1 lead. Mission Viejo trying to step it up at home now. Set 4. Mission Viejo looking for a big win. Colin O'Brien blocks Spencer Hodson right back down at you. 11-11. Trabuco Hills, yep, it's that combo again. Krennic, number 7. Johnson, 17, puts it down. 15-12. Trabuco Hills. And yep, you're going to see him again. Krennic, Johnson, common theme in this match as Trabuco Hills wins set 4, 25-23, and they win the match 3-1.
I think the biggest thing for us is that we passed really, really well, and we got our middles the ball, and I think they couldn't handle Riley and Lincoln in the middle offensively, and then we have some pretty good other players, and we did a good job of just, I mean, passing and serving is always going to win, and I thought our guys passed really well tonight.
So Trabuco Hills stays perfect, 5-0. Mission Viejo drops to 3-2. Trabuco Hills then beats San Juan Hills a couple days later to improve to 6-0. Well, the Mustangs lost a tough match in round 1 to Santa Margarita that went 5 sets. In CIF State Track, the all-time greatest high jumper in California is Trabuco Hills' Sean Lee. He won state 2 years in a row. He is off to UCLA. Also at state, Mission Viejo's Christian Laval, a football standout for the Diablos, won the discus with a throw of 182 feet, 7 inches. We will take a look at the winter season after this.
The greatest thrills and excitement are awaiting you right in your own backyard. The CIF Southern Section and your SoCal Ford dealers encourage you to go to a game at your local high school. Unbelievable action is right in your community. You'll be amazed at what you've been missing. Supporting your local school has never been more fun. Go to a game this week.
In the winter, we begin with Capo Valley Boys Soccer and a big playoff win in Division I. Capo facing Catella, who upset Santa Margarita, the 8th best team in California. That score 1-0. Capo and Catella, both league champions, head-to-head here in round 2. First half, Capo's Jose Saldivar indirect. Nice save by Ivan Manzo. No score. Capo another chance. Nick Tolmasoff, Josh Pokowski. Manzo knocks it away. Jordan Jarvis a chance. Catella turns up the heat. End of the half. First, a rocket save by Alexis Calderon for Capo. Then, Kevin Vegan, the floater, right here. Tough ball to knock away. Then, Kevin Vega, the corner. Capo does not clear. Tough shot off the crossbar. Capo living right, no score at the half, just in time for Jason Sorrell's team to get a break from all that firepower. 22nd minute, actually 22 minutes left in the match. Capo's Jordan Jarvis, Josh Pokowski, back to Pokowski, to Tyler Sorrell. Wow, what a shot. 1-0 Capo. Catella looking to tie it. Abel Bautista Alexis Calderon in the box for Capo. Comes up with a save. More chances for Catella as they keep the pressure on Calderon and the Capo defense. Shot just wide. Then the goal that ices it. Look at Jacob Pekowski. Steals it and pops it in. Capo wins it by a final score of 2-0.
Yeah, a little better today. We had a little bit more in the last third of the field. We defended a lot of the time against Godinez, but today we had a little bit more going on. Probably should have scored a little earlier on in the game, but didn't. But they were good at the back, so they had a great number 6. So I'm just glad we pulled a couple of goals in.
So Capo advances to the quarterfinals where they headed to Santa Barbara, and that is where their season ends as they lose to Santa Barbara by a score of 3-1. To basketball, and another good league season for the Trabuco Hills boys and girls teams. Taking on the Mission Viejo Diablos, 0-4 in league. Trabuco Hills 1-1 early on in the 2018 Seaview League season. First quarter, nice ball work by Mission Viejo. Tony Hamork stays with it, gets the bucket, 6-3 Mission Viejo. The lead did not last though. Great passing, Abigail Estes, Kylie Wilkerson, and the foul. Trabuco Hills up now 7-6. Then Trabuco Hills working the ball around. Sabrina Carrito stops and hits the 3. 10-6 Trabuco Hills. Trabuco Hills builds an 11-point lead to end the first. Nice bounce pass, Sierra Clark to Abigail Estes, 18-7 Mustangs. Second quarter. Christiana Williams for Mission Viejo from Sierra Arlo. Diablos trail 22-9. Trabuco Hills continues to stretch the lead. Sierra Clark. How about a little J, the jumper, 27-9. Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo back to their end. Sierra Arlo banging inside, making it work. The easy 2, 27-11 Trabuco Hills, but Trabuco Hills scores 32 in the first half. Carrito, the 3, banking it. 32-13 Mustangs at the break. Art Carrito leading the Trabuco Hills Mustangs in his 5th season. Third quarter, Mission Viejo hanging in there. Faith DeLuca, runner, 32-17 Trabuco Hills. And then Kara Duffus for Trabuco Hills going long distance. Audrey Thunhorst with the assist, 38-17 Mustangs. Mission Viejo answers with a 3. Angela Arby, that's way out. Mission Viejo down 18. To the fourth we go. Sabrina Carrito checking in at the bank again. The long 3, boink. 46-26. Trabuco Hills by 20. Mission Viejo taking advantage of the missed throw. Faith DeLuca and 1. 48-29. Diablos trailing it, but Trabuco Hills shows off some thievery. The steal, Abigail Estes, the bucket, and Trabuco Hills cruises in Seaview League play by a final score of 58-34. Sierra Clark with 20, Carrito and Estes with 13 each for Trabuco Hills. They're now 2-1 in league. South Coast League hoops. There's Harmonder Dollywall, Aliso Miguel Wolverines. They're 5-1. They've won 6 straight. Trabuco Hills 4-3. They've won 4 of their last 5. Aliso won 57-43 on the 19th of January. That was Harmonder Dollywall putting in 2. 6-2 Aliso Miguel. Then it's Lucas Parks for Aliso with a 3. 9-5 Wolverines. Then Trabuco Hills with a 3. Connor Haskell, take that shot. Trabuco Hills down 3. Trabuco Hills would take the lead. Trevor Hotmer battles, gets it to go. Trabuco Hills up 12-11. Then it's Kelvin Cabrera. Nice battle by Daniel Prendergast. 16-13 Trabuco Hills after 1. Second quarter, Dylan Dickerson. He's waiting. Parks feeds him the ball. That's a 3, 16 all. Trabuco Hills would go up by 5. It's Cabrera. He's out there hitting the 3. It bounces in, 22-16 Mustangs. Then a 12-3 run now. Zach Mowers will get one to go from that corner. Good to see him in action. But Aliso Niguel charges back. Caleb Freeman-Sacker, 3-point right there. Wolverines down 6. Aliso Niguel ends the half on an 11-0 run. Freeman-Sacker end-to-end, 30-28 is the score at the half. Aliso Niguel, cheerleaders entertaining the home crowd. Third quarter, Trabuco Hills takes the lead back. 9-3 run. Connor Haskell, he's been scoring a lot of those in this game. And then Holden Dixon from Aliso Niguel, from Kyle Von Stieg, 39-31. Aliso Niguel, then after a mad scramble, look at the guys fighting for the ball. Lucas Parks, he's waiting, he wins the battle, grabs it, goes to the hoop, puts it in. And this game going back and forth, and it's Dollywall off the Parks miss. Gets Aliso Niguel within 2 after 3. It's 43-41, but the fourth quarter, sizzling for Trabuco Hills. Look at Vinny Zingales with a rejection. Then Daniel Prendergast for Quentin Watts. 46-41 Trabuco Hills after that 3. And then Aliso Niguel's Lucas Parks. That one drops, 46-44 Trabuco Hills. But what a fourth quarter for the Trabuco Hills Mustangs. Chase Anderson, 2 and 1, a 27-point fourth quarter for Trabuco Hills as they win it 70-59.
And that's our game. I mean, we spread the floor with our 4 guards and our bigs, and that's what we need to do. And we went through a stretch, part of that 0-2 and early in the season, where we weren't necessarily hitting as well and we weren't playing with confidence. And everybody's kind of playing with confidence, and it's at the right time of the season when you're playing the number 7 and the number 5 teams in the county the last week of the season. And some people would look at that as a negative thing, but we view it as an opportunity to prove ourselves for our CIF division, to get a higher seed and to go and do some damage in the postseason, and that's been our goal all year.
So both teams finished 5-3 on their way to the playoffs. Haskell with 16, Anderson with 14, Park 17, and Dollywall 14 for the Aliso Niguel Wolverines. The boys won league and lost in round 2 of the playoffs. The girls lost in the first round to Corona Del Mar. The girls soccer team at Trabuco Hills went from 1 league win in 2016 to making the playoffs in 2017. Here's a match versus a very tough Mission Viejo team. Seaview League Girls Soccer, Trabuco Hills 3-0-2, Mission Viejo 2-0-2. Their first meeting, it was a 1-1 tie. First half, Trabuco Hills, Reese Davidson. The shot, it bounces around. Finally, Peyton Burt gets a boot on it, knocks it out. Then after a tripping penalty in the box, Audie Schuttler scores on the penalty kick, 1-0 Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo looking for the equalizer. Shot by Katie Collins is grabbed by Eve Miller in front of the goal. Trabuco Hills on the board again now. Watch Sierra Moore. Nearly a 30-yarder. Top of the net, 2-0 Trabuco Hills. And then again, more penalty action here. Peyton Burt takes out Grace Duckins. And then watch this penalty kick. Reese Davidson, nope. Dara Murray, the fake and the score. You can do that. 3-0 Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo needing some offense now. Ari DeRosa, pass to Kayla Miraftabi. The shot, stopped by Miller. 3-0 at the half. Trabuco Hills coach Sarah Troston. Trabuco Hills trying for their 4th league win. Second half, Mission Viejo again on the attack. Peyton Burt, Kayla Miraftabi. Shot is no good. Trabuco Hills adds another. Miranda Diaz, Casarubias. Grace Duckins sneaks it past, 4-0 Trabuco Hills. Mission Viejo again looking to get on the board. Nina Ferreira, Ari DeRosa, knocked up and out by Eve Miller. Trabuco Hills adds one more. Sammy Salinas, Harley Hill, and that's using your head, Emily DeSantos. 5-0. Trabuco Hills goes on to win. They get goals from 5 different players, getting their 4th league victory. Well, the Trabuco Hills girls lost in the first round of the playoffs after finishing second in the Seaview League. The Mission Viejo boys soccer team lost in round 2 of the playoffs after a second-place finish in the South Coast League. And Trabuco Hills wrestler Trey Munoz won a CIF Masters title, the only wrestler in Orange County to win a title. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we wrap up fall sports in Mission Viejo.
The greatest thrills and excitement are awaiting you right in your own backyard. The CIF Southern Section and your SoCal Ford dealers encourage you to go to a game at your local high school. Unbelievable action is right in your community. You'll be amazed at what you've been missing. Supporting your local school has never been more fun. Go to a game this week.
He has the most wins in Orange County history. After 5 decades of coaching, Mission Viejo head coach Bob Johnson retired. He finished with 342 wins, the most in Orange County history. He led El Toro and Mission Viejo to 8 CIF titles and 1 state title.
Hi, we're here to honor Coach Johnson as he retires here at the last league game for the Mission Viejo High School football team. So honored to be here and honor this man who is really truly part of the legacy of Mission Viejo. And we just can't say enough about you, Coach. We thank you for what you've done for our students and our school here in Mission Viejo. And we are sure going to miss you, but we know we're going to see you around town.
Oh, he's a special person, somebody I hold near and dear to my heart. Not just the coach, but he's really become a family member to myself and my entire family. Not just because he was teaching us about football stuff and preparing us for college and all that, but his style of coaching transcends football, and he cares about these kids, prepares them for college and for life. And so he's been so instrumental in my growth and maturity as a player and as a man. So I'm so proud of him. I'm still trying to figure out how they pulled all this off, because I know he hates stuff like this. So he doesn't want any kind of recognition. He just wants to help these kids and win ball games.
I mean, it means everything. Like, this is last year, and I get to play on this team, like his last team, and it's just an amazing feeling. He taught me so much. He taught me so much knowledge, and everything that I do here, I remember.
I was coaching basketball, and Bob was here, and when we first started, I was the young buck on the block, and he told me that he would draw a line in the sand so thick that we would have no 2-sport athletes at this school unless I came to see it his way. Now, he and I have great conversations about what we're going to do in his retirement and travel, and he's been a good mentor to me. And I was saying it's a long 17 years together, and I'm going to miss him. It's kind of sad tonight, but I was really happy to have 220 alum contact me this week to come back for the game. And Bob's special for the school and leaving us with the tradition never graduate. So, I mean, I couldn't be happier, and now we have our work cut out for us with some big shoes to fill. Because he leaves a pretty big legacy behind.
Yeah, it was my freshman year. I had a really tough game on the freshman level, and I was kind of beating myself up. And my grandpa called me into the office and said, you know, your dad and your uncle, they're going to kind of be the bulldogs for you, the pit bulls, but I'm going to be your golden retriever. I'm going to be your best friend, and you can always come to me and talk to me. I'm always going to be your fan and on your side. And he definitely was. Throughout high school, he was always my best friend, someone I could always talk to, and it meant a lot to me.
Tonight was kind of a moment for all of us, because we see Coach Johnson every single day at practice, and it doesn't really click with us that he's a legend all around, but tonight we all got to step back and we got to see, like, wow, like all of Coach Johnson's accomplishments and everything, and he's the best high school coach in the entire nation. To play for that man, especially on his last year, is a complete honor. You know, we'd all go to hell and back for that man.
It's been a great ride, and it's all, like, all the coaches that have been around, all the players. It's just been special. We spent a lot of time with each other, so it's been fun, but it's time. You know, everything has to come to an end, and you know, it's been fun to play for them and coach with them, and it's just been special.
Well, on tonight, I was in shock. I still am about, you know, how it came off and the people that showed up, and I mean, it's unbelievable how many people were here. I'm just floored by it, and I think I got to see every one of them. I hope I did. I love them all. I mean, I'm just a football coach, and you know, good old boy.
The team had a nice playoff run in Bob's final season. Here's a first-round thriller. Mission Viejo hosting Servite, fifth-place team out of the Trinity League. But every team made the playoffs out of that Trinity League, and this was a good one. First quarter, Mission Viejo showing off their defense. Mitch Dossie getting the pick and the return down to the 8-yard line. Joey Yellen, quarterback for Mission Viejo, will finish off what Dossie started. 8-yard pass to Elijah Griffin. He falls in, touchdown Mission Viejo. 7-0, 4:29 left in the first. Servite answers. Trent McDuffie, the option. 35-yard run back through the defense, capping an 80-yard drive, and that ties the game at 7. Second quarter, Mission Viejo takes the lead back. Yellen to UCLA bound Elijah Griffin. 65 yards up the sideline. Nobody catches him. 14-7 Mission Viejo. Final 12 seconds of the half. Servite answers. TJ McMahon to the corner of the end zone. Dellin Hurt, what a grab. That's a touchdown for Servite. Friars tie it at 14 at the break. Mission Viejo band hoping they're going to play a few more times this season. Third quarter, big Mission Viejo plays. Yellen rolling out to Austin Osborne. 36 yards down to the 20-yard line. Then the finisher, Elijah Collier from Yellen. The leaping 10-yard catch for the touchdown. 21-14 Mission Viejo. Seesaw continued. McMahon, 28 yards to Julius Irvin. Watch this score. Weaving through the defense, escaping tackles. It's 21-all. Mission Viejo on a short field caps a 34-yard drive with a 13-yard touchdown to Keely Arnold. 28-21 Mission Viejo. Fast forward, it's 35-28 Mission Viejo as the seesaw continued. Servite, 10-yard touchdown by Isaiah Latuaulu, 35-34. Mission Viejo. Servite goes for 2, and McMahon converts. Friars take their first lead with 4:56 left in the game, 36-35. Then with 1:32 left in the game, Mission Viejo for the lead. Braden Russell, 25-yard field goal is good. 38-36 Mission Viejo. Servite not done. As time runs out, look at the clock. It starts. A 43-yard attempt is no good. And Mission Viejo holds on in a thriller to move on. The final 38-36.
That's a crazy game right there. You almost feel sorry for him, but I won't go that far. It was a great win to come back like that and have that thing at the end. It's crazy. It was nobody should have won that game. It just should have been a double tie. You know, it's I've been around a lot of them. That's a crazy one. I don't know if it's the craziest, but it's pretty crazy.
It was a crazy one, Bob. Joey Yellen, 280 yards passing. Keely Arnold, 169 yards on the ground as Mission Viejo moves on. Mission Viejo had to play Trinity Leagues throughout the playoffs, defeating Servite, Orange Lutheran, and eventually losing to Mater Dei in the semis. Capistrano Valley football entered the playoffs undefeated and had a great start to the postseason. Division IV Round 1, Carter out of Rialto. The fourth-place team out of the Citrus Belt, traveling down to Capistrano Valley. Capistrano Valley, the number 1 team out of the Seaview League, 10-0, trying to extend that. First quarter, first play on offense for Carter, not good. Zach Rittner, Juan Carlos Saldivar, loss of 5 yards. Next possession for Carter, not good. Loss of 3 yards, Juan Carlos Saldivar. Second quarter showing you more defense because there's no score. Look at the entire line. Just takes down the quarterback. Another loss of 5 yards. 5:24 left in the half. Capo finds the end zone after a big penalty on Carter. Gio Munoz, the 8-yard touchdown. It's 7-0 Capo. Capo's offense is awake. 3:31 left in the half. Nathan Manning hits Matt Blethen. 40 yards down the line. He's in for the score. It's 14-0. Capistrano Valley, he's still running. Carter trying to find their offense, but the CAFO defense finds the ball. Jake Clark takes it away with 1:04 left in the half. A couple plays later, Manning to Michael Dyer on the option. He's got time, 23 yards, floats it in there. With 49 seconds left, 21-0, Capo. Carter High School, just 8 yards of offense in the first half. And great entertainment, as always, at halftime by the Capo Valley Band. Third quarter, 3 seconds left in the quarter. Giuliano Munoz from Nathan Manning. 6-yard touchdown, 28-0 Capo. And they end up cruising to the next round by a final score of 35-6. Manning threw 3 of those touchdowns in the first half. Capo's season would end just short of the finals, losing to Downey in the semis. On to girls volleyball, the Trabuco Hills Mustangs have had back-to-back perfect league seasons. Here is a sample. Volleyball playoffs already underway. This is Division I, Round 1. Good local matchup. Trabuco Hills 4-4 in league against Dana Hills 8-0, the league champs. Set 1, Dana Hills on the right. Dre Fresenius sets McKenna Schooler. The kill, 10-5, Dana Hills. More Dana Hills in set 1. McLean Daniels, bump set. Maura Hayes, the lefty kill, 15-8, Dana Hills. Trabuco Hills comes back, part of a 7-1 run. Kendall and Selmo, the kill. Trabuco Hills down 24-20. Here come the Mustangs. Kelly Negron sets Anselmo again. Trabuco Hills down 24-23. But Dana Hills able to hold them off. Mara Hayes again with the kill. And Dana Hills wins set 1, 25-23. Trabuco Hills trying for the upset in round 1. Set 2, Dana Hills leading, and it's the ace, McKenna Schooler, 7-5 Dolphins. Trabuco Hills would tie it. A battle going on at the net. And then finally, Kendall Anselmo, boom, wins it. It's 12-12. Trabuco Hills takes a late lead, tied at 19. Serena Hodson, Kelly Negron, Paige Krennick, boom, 2019 Trabuco Hills. Trabuco Hills wins by the ace on a 10-2 run to finish. Paige Krennick served it up. 25-21, Trabuco Hills wins set 2. It's tied at 1-1. Dana Hills, Gus Culver, and the Dolphins, the favorites in round 1. Set 3, Dana Hills back on track. Fresenius to McKenna Schooler, and it's 6-5 Dana Hills. Then a nice dig there by Schooler, but Trabuco Hills' Paige Krennick gets the finish. 11-8 Trabuco Hills. Dana Hills and Trabuco Hills tied at 13 now. Fresenius comes up with a little trickery, quick over the net, and Dana Hills takes a 14-13 lead. Dana Hills wins with defense at the end of the set. Styla Fresenius, Hunter Riedel, the block. 25-22, Dana Hills up 2-1. Then Jake and Elwood. Craig Muthart and Dave Holloway on a mission. Set 4, it works. Trabuco Hills, Emily Corbett the ace, 10-2 Trabuco Hills. But here comes Dana Hills on a 5-1 run. Both teams battling, and it's the combo of Fresenius to Schooler. And Trabuco Hills is up 11-7. But Trabuco Hills in kill mode. And Selmo, bang, 17-11 Trabuco Hills. Trabuco Hills would win set 4. Negron the finish, as that one's not returnable. And the match is now tied at 2-2. Nothing to see here. It's Halloween night. That's what it is. Set 5 now goes to 15. Dana Hills, Fresenius, the back set to Hayes. Blocked by Anselmo, 5-3 Trabuco Hills. Dana Hills not going away. Styla Fresenius with the power coming at you. 11-8, Trabuco Hills still in the lead. They fight to the end. What a great point and a great match in round 1. And the kill will go out by Dana Hills. And Trabuco Hills moves on to round 2, winning in the 5th set, 15-9.
I'm really proud of my team because we never gave up and we never lost hope no matter what. Like, even if we were down by like 10 points, and our defense was super awesome. So.
Competing. We just stayed in the match and competed.
Yeah, I think serving and passing we were kind of rough at times, but we played really hard as a team together and stuck together. And I think the word compete and be loud and the opponent's gym was a big factor to help us out tonight.
Jake and Elwood said it best that Trabuco Hills upsets Dana Hills to move on to round 2. The girls' season ended in the 2nd round of the playoffs against Redondo Union. Congrats to Capital Valley's Haley Herberg, ending her high school cross-country career with a CIF state title in the 3-miler. And one more retirement of a coaching legend, Capital Valley swim and water polo coach Steve Yancey stepping aside after 21 years and 4 boys Division I swim titles. Congratulations to everyone. Make sure you tell your friends about South County Sports Zone. Go to missionviejolife.org for all of the episodes. See you in the fall.